Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. We're rolling in day 4.
The Bourbon Van 2025 Advent Bourbon Tournament is brought to you by Boulder Spirits. Boulder Spirits Bourbon was the first whiskey they ever released, and it's still a crowd favorite. Distilled from a high malted barley recipe, this bourbon features notes of apple butter, cinnamon, and kettle corn, all at a very approachable 84 proof.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Just set that anywhere. I already know what you're thinking if you've been watching this past week. As we've started this tournament, Phil got a haircut.
I didn't even think about that, but that is so true.
I know some of you are worried, like, how is that going to affect the tasting? I'm not a scientist, but I don't think it will.
Maybe lessen your mustache? Did they trim it up a little bit?
No, I take care of the stash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, the only thing that's going to change is I'm going to be a touch more aerodynamic during these tastings. Shouldn't have any bearing on the results whatsoever. So I don't want to hear any complaints out there. But, you know, I got a phone sitting in the shot here, really professional. Just about to, this is the 6th tournament technically we've done. It's our 5-year anniversary as we're recording this, but this is our 6th tournament technically.
I don't think that I realized that.
Yeah, so, I mean, at some point, we've seen it all, haven't we? There's nothing left to happen here that we haven't seen.
Well, and I would say for everyone whose brackets are 100% intact.
Should be 100% of you.
If you went the 50-50 route where I'm going to pick one lane for Phil and one lane for Julie, you're doing just fine.
You're either at 100% or 0%, depending on which one you've picked. Okay, 2 more head-to-head tastings. After this tasting, don't go anywhere because we're going to have one more. But today's tasting looks delicious. It smells delicious. I can already smell the oak and brown sugar. What do we got here?
So in the logo glass here on the right is number 26, and in the super good here on the left, it's number 28. 26 versus 28.
26, 28, and again, these numbers mean nothing to you, but Peach Code put together this new numbering system so that we can keep track of these things, because we have to track it all the way through so that we can create the brackets that you already filled out. Look, the best way to tell a story is to start in the beginning and then jump to the end, and then sometimes go back to the middle to make sure you're telling things from different perspectives.
I promise this is our first drink of the day.
And I promise this is the last series you're ever going to watch from the Bourbon Van, so enjoy all of the idiosyncrasies while you can.
Sweet bourbon.
Ooh.
Vanilla, caramel, light, sugary. Smells a bit rosy.
I don't disagree.
I'm just taking wild guesses this year.
Man, cherry, spice, oak, brown sugar, everything that I like in a bourbon, quite honestly.
I like what's in this glass.
Whoa.
Do you think someone's gonna get mad at me because I said rosy?
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me.
No, don't be mad at. How can you be mad at Julie?
Oof.
Wow.
There's
okay.
like a pink bubblegum note here.
A lot of vanilla, brown sugar. Wow. Okay, that smells great. They both smell very good, and I don't want to waste too much time on the noses here because, we're going to learn a lot more from the palates.
I could live in that nose. It's so delicious. Day 4.
Try it. Cheers.
Cheers. A little thin. A little bit of oak. There's no exuberant flavors on this one.
Yeah,
very subtle.
Very subtle, but I like what's here. Vanilla is definitely showing up like a vanilla. It's not frosting, but it's sweet.
Yep.
Not as candy-tastic as I expected, but the cherry is just a touch artificial there. Man, that's got a nice brown sugar note to it. Very tasty whiskey, and the longer we sit with it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well-spoken Julie. I'm going to say pretty low proof on this one.
Almost like strawberry flavored sugar.
Yeah, there's not a lot of body to this one, but those flavors are really nice. Still very subtle, but like light oak, you're right there with the vanilla, a little bit of cherry. Bourbon flavors, just not at a punchy, accelerated proof.
Yeah, it's not a massively flavorful, it's not going to blow your hair back, but what's there is quite nice. I would put this a touch above Daily Sipper. I think that this is quite a nice little whiskey right here. I'm enjoying it very much. And from the nose, we got exactly what I think that we were looking for on the palate here.
Yeah, let's move on to glass number 2.
What's the cat up to?
She's eating trees.
She gonna join us for glass 2 here?
She's like off on the outskirts,
Yeah.
sniffing around.
Right.
But then when I want her to sit on my lap, it's like a no-go. Like she's all tense, ready to pounce.
Yeah, she goes, do you have a blanket on your lap? Are we about to watch movies?
Are we going to have dinner?
Yeah, otherwise, it's a no.
You're so pretty. Everybody wants to see you at least once.
I am fairly captivated by her.
Off she goes.
Off
Glass
she
number
goes.
2.
We have palates cleansed. Man, this smells incredible.
I do really like the nose on this.
Let's dig in.
Little honey roasted peanuts on this one. Seems to be my note of choice again.
It is, yeah, because I'm not getting much. There is a hint of that. Honey for sure. Mm-hmm. And wow, that brown sugar, it sort of tumbles into that dry oak.
Yeah.
And the barrel char. Wow, this is an interesting whiskey. What a journey.
Yeah, it is very dry.
Mm-hmm.
Not even just on the palate, but that oak, it's like, it's not a cherry wood or it just rained or anything like that. Like the oak is very dry.
The vanilla is an extract.
A little earthy.
Yeah. But it's got that sweetness, spice, oak, char. You can tell it's got some age to it. Oh man. Yeah, it's kind of got everything here. Mm-hmm. I like that balance a lot. I like that flavor profile a lot. And that is really enjoyable.
Yeah. Interesting, this one for me, because the flavors of glass number 2, not necessarily ones that I gravitate to, but I do like that those flavors are abundant. Mm-hmm. I don't have to search for them. They're there. They're delicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though it's like not perfect for my candy palate or whatever. I do like things that have a leather note to it.
Hey girl,
sometimes.
what's up with your candy palate? I love the way this coats. I love the way the finish hangs around. I think that there's a lot to like here. This is definitely a palate pleaser for me.
Yeah.
But I would be surprised if this one, with a couple of sips in while you really focus on this whiskey, I think this is something that any bourbon drinker can really enjoy. This is, I don't want to say flawless because that sounds ridiculous, but that's a very, very nice whiskey.
Yeah, I agree. A/B test?
Yeah, why not? Hey, let's A/B test. Like it was my idea. Yeah, all right, cleanse the palates, A/B test. I'll probably stick with this glass a little while longer, but we don't want to show you all of that. These videos are long enough, right? All right, we'll be right back to let you know which one we chose. We have decisions made on the count of, let's do it, 1, 2, 3.
Well.
We have finally agreed on something around here, and that is glass number 28 moving ahead. So whiskey number 26 is out, and guess what? For the first time since the very first matchup of this Advent tournament, we all get to say hello to our dear, wonderful, cat-faced friend, Santa Paws. What was just eliminated?
Blade and Bow Bourbon? I thought this one might claw its way to the top.
Blade and Bow? I've never even had Blade and Bow before.
We have seen it around. I know that I've tried it at a bar or two, but yeah, gotta be honest, it's never been a brand that's really interested me all that much. So there you go. That was a tasty little sip. What could be in glass number 2? Because for me, that was a dominant force here in this matchup. I don't know if you felt the same way.
I did.
Yeah.
I really liked the flavors there. I mean, it just felt like a superior whiskey above the other one.
Completely agree. Well, there you go. Matchup 1 is done. I know you were just reaching for the remote. We're not going anywhere.
Nope.
And you shouldn't either, because matchup 2 is coming right at you after this extremely important message from your friends at the Bourbon Van.
Old Granddad is a comfort blanket on a cold day. Let's try a metaphor. Let's say it's the mid-90s and your parents have been arguing and they send you to go live with your grandma for a while. You get there and she's just started dating again, and there's an older gentleman who keeps coming around, and every time he shows up he gives you a little trinket. And while you're looking at your trinket, you glance up and grandma's bedroom door is closing, and then you hear it lock, and you sort of resent this guy at first. 20 years later you look in a box and you find those trinkets and you really treasure them now, and you realize that guy was making grandma happy all that time and he never once asked for anything in return from you. And that's Old Granddad 114 to me.
All right, we have number 19 versus number 21.
1921. Not
Easy
much more to
peasy.
say. 1920 is not 1921, but do you think maybe Old Forester will show up here finally?
Wow, wouldn't
I
that
don't
be
know.
interesting?
I think that's it's not a sign because it's not the right number.
But what if there was some thought put? Well, yeah, they wouldn't have known.
No,
They
there's no
wouldn't
way.
have known Peach Coke gave you a 19 and 21. But
Hey, that
wouldn't
smells.
it be funny? This smells right up my alley.
Yeah, sweet And it's kind of that cohesive thing where it's hard to pull out tasting notes on the nose.
Yeah, I actually am like sugary, vanilla, cherry, oak. It smells like real bourbon flavors.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Much more subtle on this one. I get a little hint of oak, but not... I wonder if the first nose was so overpowering.
I'm going to keep it simple on this one. Brighter, darker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start over here on the right?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
I do think, like, as the days go on and you guys, your interest wanes, our videos will get shorter as well.
Look, you're getting busier and busier too, right? It's not that the holiday season hasn't slowed down just because we're producing these gigantic long videos. Are you trying to cheers me again?
Nope, I was not. Glass number 19. Ooh, she seems like a proofier lady. Not much, but a little bit more punch than the first round we've had today.
Goodness, this is tasty.
A little
I gotta say,
107-ness.
yeah, this whiskey, big time butterscotch on this. Oh, and the cherry note is great. Real Washington black cherry right there. Spice, sweet, great balance. Coat's great. Finish is elongated.
Yeah.
Want me to keep going?
Sure.
Okay. Calls its mom on Mother's Day.
Oh, that's nice.
Pets dogs in the park.
As you should.
Greets everybody with a how do you do and a tip of the cap.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a real Renaissance whiskey here.
I feel like I'm gonna go 0 for... I don't know how many whiskeys are here in the tournament.
I think this is 16 and 17, I think.
So,
And there's 32 total.
okay, so if I go 0 for 32, there'll be a reason
To shut it all down.
to shut it all down. But
Yeah.
my
and
initial...
to finish on a high note.
To finish on a high note. Man, it would just be terrible. What if I just got the last one right? Vindication.
Look,
But-
that's when you graduate.
Yeah, but this one, immediately I thought, could this be Baker 7? So I'm just going wild guesses this time.
And I'm thinking something that rhymes with that.
Makers.
I could go makers on this.
Interesting. I'm not getting a lot of butterscotch, but I only took one sip.
Oh boy, do I like this.
Yeah, the cherry note's really nice on here. I don't know if it's in my head that everything tastes a little bit peanutty,
Yeah. Oh, now it's in there.
little dry walnuts.
This is really...
But it's really good. I really like... I do find the mouthfeel really nice on this. I love the fruit note. The oak is really pleasant.
This could
it
be
has
a
a little bit
Baker's.
of a finish.
Yeah. It's top to bottom, all things that I like. And I like your baker's gas, too, because it has a richness that I really enjoy that is reminiscent of that baker's. Shoot, you might be right there. Palate's cleansed, on to glass number 2. Darker in color, redder in color, really.
The nose is more vibrant now
Yeah.
than the first time around. I wasn't getting much. Now,
Caramel and vanilla.
Yeah, and a good cherry note there, too.
Let's do it.
Happy to report, no honey roasted nuts on this one.
No. Cinnamon spice, though. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, brown sugar more than in caramel. A little bitterness there makes me think that maybe this is a touch more aged. Nice char. There's a lot to like here. Boy.
I just keep thinking about how wrong I'm going to be across the board, and I was like, I wonder if this is rare breed.
No way. This is not near... I don't think this is nearly proofy enough to be rare breed.
It's not, and I'm not getting a lot of those nostalgic wild turkey notes there.
No, I completely agree. I do like this, though. I think that this is an interesting matchup here. These are... They share a lot of tasting notes.
Yeah.
And they hit your palate very similarly, I think. The sweetness, the spice, the barrel char, the cherry. Similar notes. I think glass 2 a touch more subtle, which maybe means that it's a bit more cohesive. Maybe it's aged a little more. But I don't know if the finish rivals glass 1. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is going to be an extended A/B session for us to get to the bottom of this one, I think. You might have to have refills 3 or 4 times on your glasses.
Oh, I'm trying not to do that this year. No repeats of season 1.
Well, the final Advent ever, we're finally going to do one thing different.
I do find glass number 2 interesting. I think they're both really balanced. This is a really good competition. The flavors, I think, you nailed it, more pungent on the first glass. The second one, a little bit more subtle. It doesn't mean that they don't meld together really nicely. The balance is there.
Yeah.
I think the A/B testing is going to be really important, like you said on this one, because I feel like there's more to give in glass number 2 than that initial sip. And so I'm going to need to sit with it for a little bit to dig in.
Yeah, let's dig in. All right, we won't show you all that, or this video is already going to be way too long, but take a break, go get yourself a beverage, pause the video, and when you come back, we're going to tell you what we chose. All right, we're ready.
Yeah, I find you were ready a long time ago. I've been A/B testing. I struggled with this one just a little bit. The flavors kind of appeared differently depending on which way you were drinking, but I think I came to the right decision.
I don't know that there's a wrong decision here. This was a very good matchup. Two interesting whiskeys that both are tasty. I would like to sit with them a lot more. Let's do it on the count of 1, 2, 3.
Oh no!
Wow,
What about day
really?
4?
How about that? Look at us go. I think glass 2 was a very appealing glass of whiskey that I think almost any whiskey drinker would enjoy that glass.
Yeah.
It's a crowd pleaser. Glass 1 to me, simply more interesting.
Yeah, the flavors right away really got my attention. Like, we've had some pretty subtle whiskeys, and the glass number 2 was kind of in that subtle lane, but this one, like, those flavors, like, came rushing at me, and I really enjoy that when I'm not, like, digging for flavors, where I can just kind of enjoy them. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
But it definitely deserved to move forward.
Yep, well, there you go. So we both have made a decision, which means for the second time today,
my
we are
goodness.
keeping her so busy. She's going to be super annoyed, but let's check in with our friend. Santa Paws, let us know what in the world did we just eliminate?
Clyde May's Special Reserve Bourbon. Catch your break.
We are 2 for 2 with whiskeys that I've never had before. Or I can say bourbons, like we were doing bourbons this year.
That's right. We've had samples of this in the past. So it's been in the house before, but in tiny little bottles. It's hard to remember all the ones that have passed through here. But Clyde May, definitely a very tasty whiskey, solid brand. We've never owned it. It's not something that we see around here. I've seen it in our travels, but there's always something else on the shelf that I'm excited to get. So it's not something that's ever made its way to our shelf. But once again, very tasty whiskey. We enjoyed it very much, and outstanding. So thank you for that whiskey, and thank you, Santa Paws, for telling us what's been eliminated. I only wish we knew what had gotten through, because I'm a curious type of guy. And
I know, we're going to have to wait till round 2 or 3
or
the end.
Who knows? Well, there we go. Another day in the books, and tomorrow we move on with 2 more head-to-head matchups. We don't know what it's going to be. You're just going to have to tune in to find out. Tune in like this is actually on television. It's not, from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Having fun.
Wow, that's
It's so good.
How did that get better in the time it took us to finish this video?
It did get better. It did get better. The bourbon van is ending, but the journey is just beginning. Hit the road with us on the Phil and Julie channel.